You know, the next thing is, man, Craig Mack was the one that jumped Bad Boy off. And you know, Nick, bad that Craig Mack, who died from AIDS, that man, he got brainwashed so bad from Diddy and got done so wrong. The man went to South Carolina and joined a cult with his family until he died of AIDS a few years ago.
Diddy had a court hearing or a court appearance, and a lot of the headlines were, because you know there's no cameras in there, but the journalists that were in there said that when Diddy came out, that he was drastically showing weight loss and drastically looking a lot more gray and tired. I wanted to see if you had any thoughts on that, on his appearance, and if you had any thoughts on the court hearing itself.
Well, the weight loss, okay, yeah. You don't eat like you eat. He ain't drinking like he been drinking. I think it was popping bottles. You know, it's a lot of sugar. He definitely ain't eating like he is stressing. They don't sell dark and lovely in there, y'all. Niggas can't get that shit dark and lovely.
Y'all, this tea is scalding hot, and I mean hot. Picture this. A prison doctor, yes, you heard that right, has reportedly confirmed something absolutely shocking about Diddy's health behind bars. And trust me, what I'm about to tell you will leave you completely speechless. You know how Diddy went from living that ultra-luxurious lifestyle to being locked up. Well, honey, the tables haven't just turned, they've completely flipped. People are buzzing about how dramatically different he looks now, and it's not just because of that awful prison food or him turning his nose up at meals. Word on the block is that he's dealing with something way more serious, an acute STD, while he's locked up. And yes, this is all happening while he's waiting for that massive trial coming up in May 2025.
Now to Sean Diddy Combs' investigation. New surveillance video shows Combs being taken into custody in a Manhattan hotel last week. Our senior investigative correspondent, Aaron Kotursky, is at the scene of his arrest. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning to you, Robin. This is the hotel where Sean Combs was arrested a week ago. You can now see how that arrest went down. This morning, watch how federal agents took Sean Diddy Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs. His lawyer said Combs had come to New York 2 weeks earlier with the intention of turning himself in. He did not expect the agents to be waiting at his hotel last Monday night.
But hold on to your seats because this tea is about to get even hotter. Remember all those whispers about Diddy's, let's say, diverse lifestyle choices? The ones about not just the ladies, but also those male escorts and those hush-hush, down-low activities? Well, apparently old habits die hard, even behind bars. From what we're hearing, Diddy's got himself quite the little fan club in there. We're talking about a group of male admirers who are absolutely devoted to him. They're doing everything, darling, even making his bed. But honey, let me tell you, it's not just about folding sheets and fluffing pillows if you catch my drift. And let's be real, getting protection in prison isn't exactly like running to your local pharmacy. Now, here's where it gets absolutely wild. There are these shocking allegations floating around that Diddy might have caught something serious, and I mean serious, while he's been locked up. And just when you thought this couldn't get any more dramatic, who should pop up but Jaguar Wright? And child, she came with receipts. In her typical no-filter fashion, she dropped some major bombshells during a recent interview. She's out here claiming that Diddy's been dealing with HIV, and wait for it, she says she knows at least 20 other men in similar situations. She's playing it coy though, keeping those names under wraps for now, saving all the juicy details for her upcoming show. Let's backtrack for a hot minute. Diddy got himself arrested on September 16th, 2024, and these aren't your run-of-the-mill charges, honey. We're talking serious stuff. SA by force, fraud, coercion, conspiracy, and transportation charges that I can't even fully spell out.
Now to Sean Diddy Combs' investigation. New surveillance video shows Combs being taken into custody in a Manhattan hotel last week. Our senior investigative correspondent, Aaron Kotursky, is at the scene of his arrest. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning to you, Robin. This is the hotel where Sean Combs was arrested a week ago. You can now see how that arrest went down. This morning, watch how federal agents took Sean Diddy Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs. His lawyer said Combs had come to New York 2 weeks earlier with the intention of turning himself in. He did not expect the agents to be waiting at his hotel last Monday night.
Ever since that day, Jaguar has been coming for Diddy's neck like it's her full-time job. Back in October, she sat down with Piers Morgan, and honey, she did not hold back.
How dangerous do you think?
Thank God.
How dangerous do you think he is as a person?
I think he's one of the most dangerous people I've ever met. A lot of people have been questioning, well, she doesn't really know him. She has no knowledge of him. She doesn't have a picture with him. I'm smarter than Claudia Jordan. I would never take a picture with the devil.
The way she just sat there and declared him one of the most dangerous people she's ever met. And when people tried to come for her saying, well, she doesn't really know him, she has no pictures with him, she clapped back with the most iconic line, I'm smarter than Claudia Jordan. I would never take a picture with the devil. But wait, it gets even juicier. Jaguar spilled all the tea about how Diddy's entire career was supposedly orchestrated by these powerful industry bigwigs to control the culture and keep the music industry in check. She's painting him as their puppet, their demon doing their dirty work. And she's been trying to warn everyone about him and Jay-Z for years, calling them both monsters whose actions everyone just conveniently ignored. Until now? Now, here's where things get even more dramatic, if you can believe it. Recent reports are saying that Diddy is absolutely refusing to leave his cell at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn.
P. Diddy ringing in the new year with a jailhouse meltdown, at least according to some new reports. All this comes as the disgraced singer spends his first holiday season behind bars, and a judge rules one of his accusers can remain anonymous. By now you're well aware that 55-year-old Sean Combs, also known as P. Diddy, is being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. He's facing federal charges of conspiracy by force and transportation to engage in prostitution.
Y'all, this refusal is causing chaos with all his legal proceedings. We're talking multiple SA lawsuits getting held up because Mr. Diddy won't cooperate. Tony Busby's assistant spilled the tea in a letter, saying they can't even serve him legal papers because he won't come out of his cell. They're having to reschedule conferences and everything. It's a whole mess. Now, everyone's wondering why he's acting like this. Some people are whispering that it might be connected to these alleged health issues. If those HIV rumors are true, and I'm not saying they are, but if they are, maybe he's dealing with the physical effects and doesn't want anyone to see him like that. Makes sense, right? But hold up, there's another theory that's equally juicy. Apparently, Diddy's paranoia is through the roof. The word is that he's so terrified of being poisoned that he's straight up refusing to eat some of his meals.
The other advice I would tell him, maybe he should get on the Jewish diet. Because the kosher meals is way better than the food somebody else is making for you. At least they're going to come hot, they're going to come sealed, and you got to be the one to open them. That's very important.
And honestly, when you think about all those rumors about Diddy allegedly poisoning people himself to cause pneumonia-like symptoms, it's kind of karmic that he's now worried about someone doing the same to him. Even Larry Levine, a former inmate, came out saying Diddy's fears aren't that crazy at all. And get this, Diddy had the audacity to demand his own personal nutritionist in jail.
Diddy's eating.
Well, I got an inside source there at MDC, and if they knew who it was, they'd really plot. When people go into custody, they have anxiety, they're depressed, a lot of things go through their mind. And one of the things they do is they stop eating. Look what happened to Jeff Epstein. I got people every day saying, you think they're going to Epstein him? And I go, well, I really don't know. Imagine if someone paid someone off on the inside to actually poison his food, give him a heart attack, and he dies. And no one would really think anything of it. So that may be one of the reasons he's not eating. There's a possibility that he wants to go on a kosher diet. It's prepared a little bit differently. It's a religious diet.
Chile, he really thought he could get someone to come in and help him get back in shape after prison started taking its toll. But honey, the prison system shut that down real quick. Now, here's the real gag. People are starting to wonder if this whole refusing to leave his cell situation is part of some master plan. Is he trying to hide because of these alleged health issues? Or is this just his way of dodging more lawsuits? Some folks think he's just trying to stall the legal system. The internet is having an absolute field day with all of this. One person straight up said, "Don't let him die. I want to see him in court to face his dirty actions." But some people are actually feeling a bit sympathetic, saying it's no surprise he's breaking down in his cell, going from the highest of highs to the lowest of lows, especially knowing that some powerful people are out to get him. But even in all this chaos, Diddy is still being Diddy. The drama at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center is giving us better entertainment than any reality show. Would you believe that he's throwing a fit because another inmate, Luigi Mangoni, is stealing his thunder? Yes, honey, you heard that right. The other inmates are showing Luigi all this love, and Diddy, who's used to being the center of attention, is not taking it well. Sources say Diddy's throwing straight up tantrums because Luigi's being treated like some kind of folk hero. One insider spilled that Diddy's ego is still bigger than life. Are we even surprised? Now, his spokesperson is trying to deny all this jealousy drama, but we know better. Here's the tea about Luigi. He's actually in solitary confinement, so he and Diddy haven't even met face to face. But the inmates can't stop talking about his story. They're loving how he's been open about his struggles with back pain and his beef with the healthcare system, which, let's be real, is a hot topic in a jail known for its questionable healthcare. Luigi's getting all this attention for taking down a CEO, and it's really struck a chord with people who've got issues with the healthcare industry. And get this, Luigi knows about all his fans. Sources say he's actually getting emotional about all the support, and it's boosting his confidence like crazy. People are calling him a hero and even thirsting over him, and he is living for it. Meanwhile, poor Diddy, and I use poor very loosely here, is stuck in general population watching his star power fade away. For someone who's always been larger than life, this has got to be the ultimate reality check. Let's not forget, this is the same facility where Jeffrey Epstein died and where Sam Bankman-Fried is currently locked up. Talk about a star-studded roster. So what do you think? Is Diddy's paranoia and bizarre behavior really because of these alleged health issues, or is he just playing games to avoid facing the music? Could Jaguar Wright actually be exposing some real truth here? Or is this just another wild rumor in the endless drama that is Diddy's life? The saga continues. And honey, we are here for it.